One of the biggest complaints of married men is not enough sex. Not enough sex. The wife does not give them enough sex. In the beginning, when they're courting, when she's trying to get him to marry her, she will give him everything he wants, and he gets lulled into thinking that that's how it's going to be. We've covered this before during the entire length of their togetherness and the marriage. And soon he will realize, as other married men have long ago, that the longer you stay together, the frequency of sex will go lower and lower and lower until it goes down to maybe once, twice, 3 times a year, if that. Until the man just gives up asking and just either seeks his satisfaction elsewhere, or just shuts down and goes into depression, or just divorces. What we often forget with women is that same need that men have for frequent sex. It's natural. We can't fight it. It's in our genes from the cave days. That same need that we have is the need for women to marry, be picked, and have the security of a home and a person who can provide for them and their children in the future. One guy explained to me something very interesting. He said, you got to realize once a woman reaches her mid-20s, she is actually uncomfortable until she's picked. She's like it's like you have a pebble in your shoe or a nail on your side. There's something that's pushing against your body. They're actually uncomfortable until they're picked. That's why when they're dating and everything, with you in the beginning, they might act like they're having a good time, but and they're jovial and it's just for fun and games. But in the back of their mind, constantly they're asking, when is he going to take it to the next level? When is he going to say, move in with me, and then or better yet, get on his knees and ask for my hand. That's their goal. That they are uncomfortable until they're taken. So that's why you see on their marriage day, or the day the guy proposes, it is truly the happiest day in their life, because they feel like they've accomplished their single biggest mission in life. And that is there's nothing that more important to them. That's been instilled in them from childhood, from the princess that they are, and the man in shining armor is going to come and save them and whatever. And until they have that, they feel like, imagine if you are in school in younger days, and they're picking people to play in the team, and how much you want to be picked, and how terrible and how much of a useless loser you feel when you're not picked, or you picked last. That is precisely the same feeling that women have when they are not picked for marriage, when they're a spinster, when they feel unwanted, they feel rejected, they feel useless until someone picks them. That is why it's so important for them. It is their mission in life. And again, I've covered this before, but if you have personally experienced this before, I know I have, where a woman is engaged to be married to somebody, and then something happens. She's all happy and everything, and then something happens, and that marriage falls apart. And then within sometimes months, she's quickly engaged to someone else and declares love and devotion and soulmate with that new person with the same intensity as the previous one. And if you're observing this from the outside, you're saying, wait a minute, something's wrong about this, because us men, we don't operate that way. When we set our hearts on a woman, it's really for that particular person that we are devoted to and we want. And if something happens and she breaks up with us, or she disappears from our life for one or the other reason, we can't quickly pick up with someone else and have the same intense feeling for her. Yeah, for the sexual part, I can understand, of course, that's a different thing. That's just a physical need that needs to be taken care of. But emotionally, we can't act like we want this person with the same intensity and the same, passion and degree of desire that we did the one before. It's because we don't operate the same way. For women, it's a utility. For women, it's a person that can check all the boxes, but for us, it's completely different. This is why the point of this video is that for women, unless they're marriage, like you're picked for a team by, in high school, in grade school, in front of everybody. Unless they're picked, they are uncomfortable. They are going through life in pain and uncomfortable, and a mission unaccomplished, a business unfinished, until they are picked. And then they feel, okay, that major step, the biggest goal, mission accomplished. And this is why for them it's so important. They sacrifice everything else for the accomplishment of that mission. And men there are just a tool, but the way they behave, once they deem that you are the right person, the way they behave towards you and everything, the best of us, the best red pill among us will believe that we are the one, that there's something special about us, that she's in love with us, that she can never love another one like us, that her heart and soul belongs to us. We believe it at the deepest level of our souls, until we realize that that's not the case. It's just the conditions that she thought, based on the markers that we had put out there, some of them known to us, some of them not known to us. Based on the markers that we had put out there, she had determined that you are the right person, and that's why all that passion and love and googly eyes and that behavior towards you. It was only because she thought you can take her to where she wants to go. Once once she has reason to no longer believe that, she will become someone you don't even recognize. All the best. Till the next time.